UWA now has its very own A-team. We'll learn about this initiative coming up in sports.
We'll also fill you in on a free income tax service available on campus. Your weekly Tiger Pause starts right now.
Welcome back to another edition of Tiger Pause. I'm Darnica Bowen.
And I'm Summer Abston.
UWA biology professor Dr. Brian Keener recently discovered 2 new plant species with his co-author Lawrence Davenport from Stanford University. In this week's Do Something That Matters segment, Lawrence Sevenich tells us more about Keener's discovery.
UWA professor Dr. Brian Keener and his co-author Dr. Lawrence Davenport of Stanford University have recently discovered 2 new plant species. I spoke with Dr. Keener to get more information.
Constantly working on the vascular flora of Alabama. And so in examining specimens and doing field work, a colleague brought me a specimen that turned out to be a new species. Both new species new to Alabama and endemic to the state. The first one we were working on, we named it Stachys nelsonii after Dr. John Nelson at the University of South Carolina. The other one, because it was kind of a surprise, and Alabama is always surprising with its biodiversity, we named it after the state, Stachys alabamica. Both species are very rare and narrow endemics to the state of Alabama.
The specimens that represent the discovery are curated in the UWA herbarium. Details of the new species can be seen on the Alabama Plant Atlas. I'm Lauren Sevenich, Studio 96.
With income tax season on the horizon, UWA accounting students are once again offering free tax services through the VITA program. Studio 96's Philip Harmon has more.
I'm here at the University of West Alabama at Wallace Hall, and I'm here talking with Ms. Sharon Stipe about the free tax help in the VITA program.
VITA stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, and it's offered through a partnership with the Internal Revenue Service. And the way we do it here at UWA is that the students participate in the program. So students are getting a course grade while they're participating in service learning. So they are learning how to do what they will do when they actually go to work. To make an appointment, please call our line at UWA 205-652-3846 or email us at VITA, that's VITA, VITA at uwa.edu.
I'm Philip Harmon, and this is Studio 96.
Love was in the air on Tuesday as couples and individuals alike celebrated Valentine's Day. Studio 96 spoke to the campus community about how they plan to celebrate the holiday.
So what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I'm going to be hanging out with my friends and making candy bags.
Alright, for Valentine's Day, I'm actually celebrating it early with my boyfriend this Saturday. We're going out to dinner and we're exchanging candies.
I think I'm going to get a cake and a big old beer.
For Valentine's Day, I will be walking to and from classes, not really enjoying anything.
What I'm doing for Valentine's Day, nothing much, just hang out with friends.
Me and my boyfriend are just going out to eat, hopefully somewhere nice.
UWA Athletics recently received a grant from the NCAA to fund an alcohol awareness group. Reporter Katie Hedrick has more on this new A-team on campus.
UWA Athletics received a grant from the NCAA to fund a group called the A-Team. The A-Team is on campus to promote alcohol awareness. We interviewed Janet Montgomery to speak more on the grant.
The A-Team is an acronym for Accountability, Tiger Education, and Alcohol Mentoring. It's a grant that we received from the NCAA that is being funded by the auto industry just to help educate college students on the uses of alcohol and some of the problems that come along with it. It's not necessarily saying don't drink, but it's saying to be wise and make smart choices and those sort of things, and that's what we're using this grant for here at UWA.
Janet says the A-Team will be bringing speakers and other various activities to campus to promote the effects of alcohol. Katie Hedrick, Studio 96.
In other athletics news, the UWA baseball team's home opener against Miles College was postponed, making last Friday a doubleheader for the Tigers. Julia Berkman has more on those games.
The West Alabama Tigers baseball faced Miles College and Lindenwood University February 10th, making a day-night doubleheader at UWA's own Tart Field. The Tigers beat Lindenwood University 2-1 in the first game and defeated Miles College 10-2 shortly after. Brock Montgomery, who got 3 hits in the opener, and Taylor Stafford, 3 as well in the night game, helped secure the double victory. West Alabama sent 10 batters to the plate, scoring 6 runs, dominating Miles College in the second inning, later adding 2 runs in the 7th and single runs in the 8th. Later that weekend, the Tigers would go on to win 2 more games against Georgia Southwestern and Kentucky Wesleyan.
UWA women's basketball faced off against the UAH Chargers this past Thursday. Studio 96's Jonathan Shoulders was on site at Pruitt Gym to capture the action.
22 senior guard Ariel Wilson leading the Tigers with a game-high 21 points and 7 assists, following number 2 sophomore center Sydney King scoring 11 and number 23 sophomore center Chloe Culpepper collecting 6 rebounds and scoring 10 baskets. The Tigers still fell to the Lady Chargers 78-70 in the Gulf South Conference matchup in Pruitt Hall. The West Alabama Tigers will face North Alabama Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Men's basketball also went up against UAH Thursday night. Callie Murphy is here in the studio for more on the game's outcome.
Thanks, ladies. Yet another close call game for the West Alabama men's basketball team. The Tigers took a loss, falling only 4 points shy behind the Alabama Huntsville Chargers, 76-72. Even with junior forward Gavin Robinson's 6th double-double of the season and career high of 35 points and 13 field goals, the Tigers later fell to the Chargers 76-72 in the Gulf South Conference matchup in Pruitt Hall Thursday night. With the win, number 22 in the nation, UAH, moves to tie Valdosta State for the number 1 spot in conference. The Tigers move to 9-13 on the season, dropping to 4-12 in the league. The men's basketball team will be back in action on Saturday, taking on Shorter University in Rome, Georgia. Now let's head over to Kira to see what this week's weather has in store. Kira?
Well, guys, it looks like the weather this week will reach the 70s and hit 80s on Mondays. The lows this week will hover around 55, and we will have a chance of rain on Saturday. The rest of this week looks like it will be partly cloudy. Remember, always stay up to date with severe weather by signing up for UWA alerts at www.uwa.edu.
Thanks, Kiara. Coming up next week, we will take a look at the new facelift happening at the Covered Bridge.
I'm Darnica Bowen.
And I'm Summer Abston, Studio 96.